everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here with your new weekly Empowered Moments video for the week of Monday, February 27th through Sunday, March 5th, 2023. For this week's Empowered Moments video, we're going to be using the Archangel Power Tarot deck by Radley Valentine for the main message for everyone. Your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. Just a reminder that this week brings us into a new month, the month of March. It's going to be a very important month. It brings us to the spring equinox, a new moon in Aries, and it's got this overall vibration of new beginnings. So you want to make sure to tune into my monthly video on March on my YouTube channel and hear the numerological vibration, the astrological transits of significance, a message for the month from our angels and guides, and a special message just for you based on your stone of choice for that. Also, just a quick couple of announcements before we get into this week's Empowered Moments video. On Saturday, March 4th, I'll be doing an introductory lecture to numerology and astrology. If you have any interest in hearing about the details of that, please contact me at my email address, Colleen@SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, or you can contact me through Messenger on Facebook if you're connected with me that way. That will be, again, an introductory lecture on numerology and astrology. It's going to be an hour and a half on Saturday, March 4th. And then I've also recently started doing some guided meditations for the full moons and new moons. I did it for the full moon in Leo that we had about a month ago. I did it for the new moon in Pisces that we had very recently. The next upcoming full moon meditation, again, will be on Zoom and will be on Monday, March 6th. So if you want more details about that and possibly registering for that free meditation event, then please again contact me. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do an empowered moment before we get into our stones of choice. So this week, we have Mercury, the messenger, moving into Pisces, last sign of the zodiac, which is where the sun is right now. So we're fully immersing ourselves in that Piscean energy. So let's get comfortable. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, relax your body, clear your mind of all thoughts, and just focus on the present moment, this time, this place, and letting all other thoughts just kind of fade away for the moment. Focusing on gold and white light all around you. This is the golden white light of unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, guidance, protection, and healing. And as you see or feel, sense, or just know that you're surrounded in that golden white light, let's breathe it in deeply into every cell of our bodies. Taking a deep breath in, breathing in that golden white light. And as you exhale, letting go of all that your body, mind, and soul no longer needs. And let's focus on the idea of Mercury, the energy of Mercury, planet that rules the mental realm, our thoughts, perceptions, ideas, logic, analysis, and all forms of communication. Again, Mercury is known as the messenger planet, bringing us information, communications, and all different forms of messages. And right now, he's going to be moving into or shifting into the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces, which rules the ethereal and spiritual realm, energy that is intangible, ungrounded, and sometimes unfocused. Pisces energy, where we have to surrender and have faith and trust and believe in our dreams and our visions. And since Mercury rules the mind and the mental realm, We can fully use our imagination at this time while Mercury is in Pisces for the next few weeks. And visualize and see, imagine what it is that we want to create in our lives next. It's more a time of inaction. And again, just surrendering to the ebb and flow of this energy, moving with the tides of this energy, as Pisces is a water sign, ebbing and flowing, shifting. Imagine that you're in a rowboat without any oars. This rowboat without oars can be on a river, a lake, or out in the cosmos, in the great universe. And as you're in this rowboat with no oars, the tide just takes you where it wants to go. Again, a metaphor for the universe just taking you where it wants you to go. And you have to surrender and have faith and trust that you're being led or guided or gently pulled in the right direction. You have to have faith and trust that the messages and information from Mercury, the messenger that's coming in now, is in your highest and best interest. And even if the way is not totally clear, that you believe without a shadow of a doubt that you're being protected and guided, that you're being gently moved towards the next step on your destiny path. Mercury in Pisces will allow our intuitive and psychic abilities to magnify. It allows our dreams, our nighttime dreams, to be more active and our daytime dreams to be more colorful. So call in that energy of all of those wonderful things connected to imagination, creative visualization, trust, faith, and belief. And know that the universe, your angels and guides, your higher self, is leading you in that boat with no oars towards the shoreline, to where things will be able to become more active and manifest soon as we get closer and closer to the spring equinox in March. Let's take a deep breath in, breathing in those intentions. And as you exhale, and when you're ready in your own time, you can open your eyes and return to this time and place. And get ready to see what our stones of choice are. Okay. Special intention pendants, Larimar. This is a raw piece of Larimar, meaning that it hasn't been cut or smoothed out or tumbled. It's just a natural raw piece of Larimar that I have wrapped in silver wire, and it's Reiki infused with the qualities of Master number 33, number of Christ consciousness and increased psychic and healing abilities, the energies of the sign of Pisces, sign of universal healing and dissolving blockages from this and previous lifetimes, the energies of the element water for fluidity, creativity, and intuition, and Archangel Raphael's energy of healing of the emotional body and opening of the heart chakra, Archangel Raziel's energy of alchemy and divine magic, and the energies of the divine feminine power of the priestess. And as a side note, this stone Larimar is also associated with the dolphins and with ancient Atlantis. All right, let's look at stone number 2 here. And we've got a beautiful raw piece of azurite. Look at that azurite. It even has a little bit of malachite there in the middle. But the azurite here is actually wrapped in gold wire and Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 11, number of psychic vision, clairvoyance, clairaudience, and the energy of the light worker, the qualities of Neptune, planet of other dimensions and connection to past lives, the element water, which rules intuition, clairsentience, and fluidity, sacred priestess energies, which are about mystery, ceremonial magic, and who are the guardians of the secret teachings, and Archangel Raziel, Archangel of divine magic and alchemy. And then in honor of the fact that we've got now Venus and Jupiter in Aries, which is a little bit of a different energy than the Piscean energy, I also chose this golden apatite. The golden apatite is wrapped in gold wire and Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 11, number of the light worker, leadership, courage, and inner strength. The energies of the solar sun for a sunny disposition, bright outlook on life, and creative self-expression. The activation of the higher mental body for mental clarity and intuiting new ideas. And the activation of the solar plexus chakra for willpower and self-confidence, along with the energies of Archangel Michael, Archangel that leads us to the next step on our highest and most important destiny path. All right, let's take a look at those once more. Putting the descriptions over here. We've got the raw piece of Larimar. We've got the raw piece of azurite. And we've got the golden apatite. Okay, so let's talk about the astrological energies of this week. We start out on Wednesday the 1st with the first significant aspect going on, and it's Venus and the Aries connecting with Jupiter in Aries. Now, Venus rules relationships, partnerships, love, personal resources, money, finances, values, and our sense of self-value. She's in independent, take charge, initiating Aries right now, and connecting to Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion. So Jupiter's expanding all of that Venus and Aries energies. Venus to me is sort of the divine feminine energy. So the divine feminine energy is more confident and courageous and strong and leadership oriented right now. Jupiter's expanding that. Jupiter also rules our belief systems or the big picture, so to speak. And so it's kind of like the higher mental body. So Jupiter is asking us, what do we believe about ourselves? Do we believe in our confidence and our courage? Jupiter's expanding that right now, so we should definitely believe in that. Jupiter's the planet of blessings. So Jupiter, as he expands Venus, she, in that independent, take charge, initiating, fiery Aries energy, it's helping to expand us into a belief that we are powerful, that the divine feminine is powerful, and that she's independent, and that she can create and do whatever she wants to do. She can initiate her next step on her path. And again, bringing abundance and prosperity and blessings through owning that confidence, through owning that sense of positive sense of self. All right, on Thursday, the 2nd of March, Mercury at this point is still in Aquarius, and it's connecting to Saturn in Aquarius. So we already talked about Mercury ruling the mental realm, thoughts, ideas, perceptions, communications. In Aquarius, very objective, very connected to epiphanies and aha moments, very connected to futuristic thinking, humanitarian thinking, very claircognizant as far as bringing through divine wisdom and knowledge through the crown chakra. As it connects to Saturn, though, there might be a little bit of a snag here with that owning sort of that confidence on a mental level. There might be, this is kind of a double-edged sword, because on one hand, Saturn can restrict and limit that information coming in or bring challenges in communications, either with our higher self, with our angels and guides, or with others around us. But Saturn is also known as the great teacher and the great manifester. So if you do have ideas, a creative vision, Saturn can actually help us to bring it into form, can help us to bring it down into third dimensional reality and start the manifestation process of it. So where does your mind end up right now? Is your mind kind of in a spiral downwards of negative thinking? Try to shift your perspective if that's the case, and look at the glass half full and shift it into a more positive way of looking at things, of all the possibilities and all the potentials. And then Saturn can help us to, again, bring structure and form and solidity to those perceptions and ideas that we have. Later on the day on Thursday, Mercury is moving so fast through the tail end of Aquarius that it actually will then move into Pisces on Thursday, the same day. And it will stay in Pisces from March 2nd through March 19th. So about 17 days that it stays in Pisces. That's what we did our meditation on: creative visualization, going with the flow, trust and faith, increased psychic vision, increased healing abilities with our mind especially. And this is a very nurturing, unconditionally loving, compassionate, forgiving sort of placement, especially in our conversations and communications with other people. On Friday, the 3rd of March, we go back to Venus and Aries, and now she's connecting with Chiron, the wounded healer, the one that rules our past life wounds, but is also the shaman, the teacher, and the healer of those wounds, who is also in Aries. So we may be healing the divine feminine energies within ourselves, and on the collective level, in some way, shape, or form, we're healing our sense of self-worth, self-confidence, self-identity, and we're really allowing our sense of individuality to go through a kind of a clearing and a healing right now. So that's it for the astrology. Let's take a look at what messages come up from our angels and guides for the week. So the first card here, as we turn it over, is the Knight of Gabriel. This is like the Knight of Wands in the traditional tarot, or the Knight of Fire. It's a fiery, passionate, creative energy. At the top, it says confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. Well, that's definitely fire, and that's where Aries is. That's where Jupiter is. That's where Chiron even is in Aries, that fiery, passionate, initiating, energetic sign of the zodiac. And knights move fast. Knights are confident. Knights want to move forward, right? At the bottom, it says, time to take action, okay? Venus and Aries, especially with Jupiter and Aries, is expanding us into that initiation action energy. So it's time to take action, great passion for a cause. And then it says, instinctively knowing just what to do. Instinctively knowing just what to do. So even the fire energy, right? Even the Aries energy here, along with Mercury while it's in Aquarius, and then Mercury as it's moving into Pisces, there's a lot of intuitive, psychic abilities going on here. A lot of our gifts are being magnified. So our clairvoyance, our clairaudience, our clairsentience, our claircognizance, our instincts are spot on. So definitely listen to those. And again, at least at the beginning of the week is a great time to kind of charge ahead. This horse, you can tell, is even, that's trotting or galloping. It's definitely moving. It's not at a standstill. And we've got Archangel Gabriel, the messenger angel, and the messenger planet Mercury was highlighted this week. But the messenger angel, Archangel Gabriel, or Gabriel, however you want to say that, is helping us with communication, giving us messages, allowing us to better able to receive those messages, is providing information that is needed in order for us to move ahead. Now, we are in Pisces season, right? And Pisces season isn't necessarily the best time to move ahead. It's really when we get to Aries, but because we have enough Aries energy going on right now with Venus, Jupiter, and Chiron, we are able to initiate something here and move forward. As we get closer to the spring equinox, when the sun goes into Aries, and then the day after we'll have a new moon in Aries, then we'll really be able to move forward. But let's see what the next card is here as we move throughout the week. Okay, so it looks like we have a little blip in the road. And it's not really a hugely bad one. In fact, the 10 of Michael, which is like the sword suit in the traditional tarot, the 10 of swords actually means we're getting to the end of something difficult on a mental level, right? If it was the 9 or the 8 or the 7, any of those other swords, most of the other swords, except for a couple, can pose a little bit of a challenge, like a monkey wrench that gets thrown into your thoughts, into your brain, right? And kind of it's like stubbing your toe and kind of slowing you down. But this is the 10 of Michael. It's like the 10 of swords. It's the last of the minor arcana until we get to the page, the knight, the queen, and the king, which are the court cards. So as this is the last of the minor arcana, we're getting to the end of or completing something that has been a challenge on our mind. Okay, so again, ways of thinking, ways of communicating. It could be a challenging communication that you've been having, being challenged by an old way of thinking, having faulty belief systems that maybe you grew up kind of from childhood having. This is saying that we're getting to the end of being able to release, let go, and heal from whatever the challenge is on that mental level. At the bottom it says a situation has ended and you are finally free. That's great. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. Well, as we're in Pisces season right now until March 20th in the spring equinox, we're still kind of doing a lot of clearing and healing and releasing. But this is definitely a sign that we're able to do all of that, we're getting to the end of, and it could be just becoming natural, like maybe we're healing through our dreams. Maybe we're healing through communications that we're having with other people. Maybe we're going through the healing process as we self-reflect or do meditation, right? So it could be just happening, or it could be that we're initiating the healing to take place, or both. But you can see that this wonderful dancer here, it's almost like she's taking a bow. It's like she's at the end of her performance, right? She's at the end of her performance. She's taking a bow and saying, thank you very much. I'm done. I'm complete. And thank you for witnessing what I've been through. And I'm kind of bowing to myself, in the witness of what I've been through. And I'm kind of rewarding myself in a way. I'm rewarding myself for having gone through this soul lesson, whatever that soul lesson is. Now, it's interesting that it looks like there's 2 swans here, one on either side of her. And a lot of times to me, when I think of the totem of a swan, and I think of it in one of my animal tarot decks, it does speak of relationships, right? So here we've got 2 swans. So this might very well be the end of some challenge regarding a relationship belief system, a relationship situation, a relationship, subconscious pattern or dynamic that we're healing. And it doesn't mean it's the other person. It doesn't mean that it's us. It just means that there's something here between us that is going through a healing process. Again, that could be just something within yourself as well. It doesn't have to be about relationships. All right, and then let's look at the last card. Okay, this is a very positive way to end things, right? We end the week's astrological energies, even though we, have Saturday and Sunday, the moon's doing its thing. But on Friday, the last thing we talked about was Venus connecting with Chiron, bringing more of a healing to our sense of self and our self-identity and our independence and our ability to take charge. This is Major Arcana 1, the Magician. And the Magician here is ruled by Archangel Raziel, the archangel that rules divine wisdom and knowledge and magic and I feel like Archangel Raziel, sort of like the Merlin, the magician archangel, and he helps us with our higher psychic abilities, the ability to use substances or spiritual tools that he has at his disposal to create, right? The magician creates a particular reality through the magic that he has acquired, or the magic of the universe, by being co-creator with the universe. The magician is creating what it is that he desires. And again, as we move closer to that spring equinox on March 20th, we're becoming more of the magician. Right now, we're in that Pisces energy of faith and trust and surrender, using our imagination and visualization to create. That's where the magician starts, right? The magician doesn't always just pick up his magic wand or a magic stone or whatever it is, waves it, and then all of a sudden something appears. He goes through a process using the tools, fire, earth, air, water, all these spiritual tools that he has. And one of the spiritual tools that he has is his creative visualization. We're in the time, the magician, of the creative visualization of the powers that he has. At the bottom it says, you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear, and successful beginnings. So yes, this can be a message for this week, which is very positive, right? The Knight of Gabriel, getting ready to move forward, taking action, it says. The 10 of Michael, we're coming to a completion or an ending of an old challenged way of thinking, perceiving, communicating. And then we're manifesting what we want. We're creating and manifesting magically what it is that we desire. So whether that's this week, I also feel like it's a message for the next few weeks until we get towards even the end of March. I feel like we're ramping up with our creative energy, our co-creative energy with the universe. So this is a very positive reading. Let's go ahead and see what your special message card is depending on your stone of choice. And that first stone of choice was the Larimar. The Larimar Special Intention Pendant. So special message of guidance for Larimar people. Okay, this one called my attention when I opened my eyes. And it's Earth Mother Gaia, and Earth connection, okay? And it says, being mindful of the planet, and then it says, come back to Earth and stay grounded. Well, it's going to be a little hard to come back to Earth and stay grounded when we're in all this Pisces energy. So I'm going to say that to do things with the earth, right? Walk barefoot on the earth, take a walk out in nature, work in a garden, work with your plants. Maybe the plants are in the house. Work with crystals and stones. They're from the earth. Do a meditation that your feet are firmly planted on the earth and that you have roots, visualizing roots coming out the bottom of your feet and going into Earth Mother Gaia. Maybe actually saying a prayer or doing a meditation for Earth Mother Gaia and all of the healing that she's going through. Maybe you're connecting with other people to help Earth Mother Gaia, to heal her land, to heal her waters, to heal the sky, the air, the ground. But I feel like doing what you can to be grounded. To me, this is like using that magical creative mind energy of the magician. And then as you visualize what it is that you desire, see it coming down from the higher mind, maybe through your chakras, if you want to visualize it that way, coming down, 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 until it's grounded on the third dimensional earth plane. That can be part of your visualization, is to help settle something in, to help bring something in. And, you know, with that Mercury and Saturn connection in the middle of the week, Saturn, as I said, has a very grounding structural kind of effect. So here, that Earth connection with Saturn, because Saturn's natural rulership is Capricorn, which is an Earth sign, even though it is right now in Aquarius. Whoops, I didn't mean to bump the camera. But that Saturn energy can help to bring focus and form and grounding to whatever ideas you have, whatever it is that you're working on. And it just feels like maybe you're, working on something that can help the collective or help humanity. Maybe it's like I'm doing those guided meditations, right, for the full and new moon. That's an offering that I'm giving out to the collective, to humanity. So it can be something, like that. Maybe you're doing something even bigger and broader. Maybe you're starting a school, of some sort, to bring education to people. That definitely would be kind of a grounded thing to do, that, that earth connection, to help the earth, help the planet, help the collective in some way, shape, or form. But this can take all sorts of form. It doesn't have to be big. It can be, just anything on a day-to-day basis that you have other people in the collective and Earth Mother Gaia in your heart when you are performing your daily duties. All right, let's take a look at the special message card depending on your stone of choice. This is going to be for the Azurite people, right? Azurite. Special message for Azurite. Okay, this one's popping up. This is Master Hilarion, Divine Healing. Master Hilarion, Divine Healing. And there's a lot of green in this card. Green is the color of the heart chakra. He's actually got a nice little jewel here over his heart chakra. So we're doing a lot of heart chakra healing right now. Heart chakra, unconditional love, unconditional compassion, unconditional forgiveness, which is that Piscean energy with the sun in Pisces and Mercury going into Pisces. It says at the bottom, honor your sensitivity. So this is about honoring your empathic nature, right? We're empathic beings. We're emotionally sensitive, but that's a gift, and we have to honor that. Your intuition, your psychic impressions, those are gifts. We need to honor those. So honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. So this is a time to retreat in the Piscean energy, this last sign of the zodiac, sign of completion and healing, right? Maybe you need some alone time, self-care time, meditation time, quiet self-reflection time. So retreat to recharge and heal, and your light can support others. So just allowing the light and the unconditional love to emanate from your heart chakra. Again, it can be just as natural as that. You don't have to necessarily do anything or take any action. Just be the light. Be unconditional love. Right? That was part of my Pisces new moon meditation, is I am unconditional love. I am compassion. I am forgiveness. And I am divine. So this is part of what Master Hilarion's message is for you, is you're going through your own personal healing, but you can also be a healing beacon for other people by just being in your heart. Okay, and then for those of you that chose the appetite, the golden appetite. Okay, so golden appetite people. Special message for golden appetite. Okay. Show me the golden appetite message. Okay, here we go. White eagle, ancestor spirit. Okay, so definitely you got Native American guide. Maybe you already know who that is. Maybe it's White Eagle himself here as he shows himself. And it says ancestor spirit. Connect to your lineage. So whether your lineage, and when I say lineage, this can be either genetic lineage, but also spiritual lineage, right? It doesn't mean, for instance, that you have to be genetically part Native American or all Native American. This could be from previous lifetimes that you lived as a Native American. So it's your spiritual lineage too. And not just Native American, right? This can be Celtic, this can be Atlantean, Lemurian, this can be otherworldly lineage, right? So just connect to whatever your lineage is. And again, maybe it is family lineage. Maybe you're here to heal some sort of family pattern or dynamic, not just for yourself, but for your family line, right? And it says at the bottom here, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Okay, so coming in, maybe do a shamanic journey, right? And if you don't know how to do your own shamanic journey, a meditation will suffice. Or maybe you can go and get a healing or a shamanic journey, or even a past life regression through hypnosis, whatever it is that you're drawn to. But this is about healing some old wound, again, whether it be your family of origin, your ancestral heritage, genetic heritage, or whether this be a spiritual wound in your spiritual lineage, right? So allow this kind of healing in this Pisces season to take place. Allow your angels and guides, whether they be of Native American origin, shamanic origin, Celtic, Druid, Atlantean, Lemurian, again, whatever it might be, right? Could be from a country, right? I know I had a past life in Greece. I know I had a past life in Ireland. I know I had a past life in Egypt even. So, these ancestral spirits can be from any of these places that you feel attuned to, that you either know you had a past life in or you're just drawn to. So allow these ancestor spirits to come in and to assist with the healing of whatever this pattern or wound might be. It's a perfect time to do that. Okay? All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, remember to tune in to the monthly March Empowered Moments video. That should be up soon if it's not already. And I send you lots of love and light as we near that true new beginning of the astrological new year, which will be March 20th, but we'll talk again before that. And just sending you many, many, many blessings. Namaste, everybody.